Russia's escalating internet censorship, how connectivity shutdowns are impacting daily life. Imagine a world where your ability to connect with others, access information, or even call for help is suddenly cut off. This is the grim reality for millions of Russians as their government sets a disturbing precedent with an unprecedented campaign of internet shutdowns. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite the Russian authorities' claims of protecting their citizens from drone attacks, the evidence suggests a more sinister motive at play. Could it be that these shutdowns are less about national security and more about controlling the flow of information? In June alone, Russian internet monitoring project Nasvyazi reported over 650 instances of internet blackouts across the country, with cities like Nizhny Novgorod and Saratov experiencing the most frequent disruptions. During Moscow's Victory Day celebration, the internet was jammed a staggering 17 times. The impact on daily life is profound. People struggle to make online payments, access essential services, or even withdraw cash from ATMs. Imagine having to travel to the nearest town just to withdraw money for groceries. It's a hardship that's becoming all too common. But this is the part most people miss. These shutdowns are not just inconvenient, they're dangerous. Independent media reports reveal that during a drone attack in the Udmurt Republic, a shutdown disabled an airstrike alarm, resulting in the tragic loss of 3 lives. And in emergencies, people waste precious time hunting for a signal to call for help. It's a clear example of how internet shutdowns can have deadly consequences. The Russian government justifies these actions by citing the need to combat drone attacks, but a closer look tells a different story. Investigations show that fewer than half of the shutdowns coincided with actual drone attacks, and disruptions were recorded in regions far from any conflict zones. It's a pattern that suggests a broader attempt to restrict access to information and stifle free speech, especially via messaging apps like WhatsApp and Telegram. In June alone, thousands of reports of disruptions to these services were submitted, and soon after, both were throttled in Moscow. Now, the Russian government is taking its efforts to control the internet a step further, potentially blocking WhatsApp to push people onto a government-controlled alternative. This is a clear example of digital authoritarianism, with Russia joining a growing list of countries where internet shutdowns are used to suppress dissent and control the narrative. It's a worrying trend, and it's up to the international community to stand against it. What happens next? The Russian authorities continue to isolate the country's internet infrastructure, limiting access to independent information and promoting government-controlled platforms. The latest target appears to be WhatsApp, with plans to block it in favor of a heavily surveilled alternative. It's a disturbing development that echoes previous attempts to silence dissent and control the flow of information. It's time for the Russian government to end this pattern of cutting connectivity and allow its citizens to access an open, free, and secure internet. The world is watching, and it's time for action.